This is a very intriguing, compelling matchup. This team comes in ranked in the top 5 on the road wearing a very big target, trying to avoid that upset trap. We are in downtown Atlanta in Bobby Dodd Stadium, home field of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the squad here today looking to put on a show. Taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Yellow Jackets will kick this deep, begin the game. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Got a quarterback here who was really dialed in the last game. Incredibly efficient performance. Let's see, Kirk, if he can duplicate that again today.
Yeah, he just seemed to be in that zone. You know, like you said, every decision was very solid. Put the ball right where the receivers can make a play. I think that's the important thing today. Going up against a defense that has great athletic ability. Just continue to make those good decisions. Be accurate with the ball. And he's got another chance to have another great day.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. To keeper. First down, looking for more now. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Ball handed off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. What a catch. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock, and that's a costly penalty. Now it's 2nd down here. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that catch is hauled in. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
The pocket breaking down. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
I would argue he's one of the more talented quarterbacks that we've seen the entire year covering college football. He can throw the deep ball. He can throw that touch pass and that intermediate throw. He can also show you he can make plays by buying time with his legs. The guy is the total package, and he's making his defense pay right now.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made over the middle. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Because we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays.
Receiver in motion now. First play looking to throw it. Makes a quick catch. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback, when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, this RPO didn't work out, and quarterback tried to bounce that to the outside to his left, but give the defense a lot of credit. They're waiting right there for him, and they get him for a loss.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
Now they pull out the screen here. I like the call on 3rd down, but let's give the defense a lot of credit for being able to recognize that and bring him down short of the 1st down. It's all about timing and execution for that screen play to work for 3rd down to be able to pick up that 1st.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And here's the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Can they put together something here? First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. They'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He hands it off from the gun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Seventh play of the drive coming up. QB decides to keep it here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught quickly. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab by the receiver. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The offense going with the hurry up.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT makes the score 7-3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. The back's got it. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. We're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. Handoff from the shotgun. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
The pass rush closing in. It's a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. Choosing to return the punt.
The return is brought down at the 33, and the offense will take over.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the left side. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Completion. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quick throw caught over the middle. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Defense is coming after him. Caught by the receiver. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The Yellow Jackets will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And the single back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's caught. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up first down from the 32.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the back gets the football. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Comes up with the catch. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly,
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, the defensive end's just too athletic for this offensive line. Coming off the edge, quarterback didn't even see him coming. How about that sack by the defense?
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense ready to start this drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Catch made in space. Look out. Bursts into space. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. They're very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Breaks an open space. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, he breaks free. And it's caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And the Yellow Jackets looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Offense comes out to start this drive. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Leaning on the run game here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the 4th quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Here he goes. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
occasion, George P. Burdell.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter. They're trying to keep this off.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack. The Yellow Jackets will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. No, they've stopped him short. With a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. The offense starts with excellent field position. Pounding away with the run game. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the tailback's got it again. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just
Circling the computer on working mode.
Big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
Man, stop playing the computer on Ricky.
Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Gonna run it. It's Allen. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss.
Started on Heisman always.
Single back, takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble to his left. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. Well, this is a 3rd consecutive impressive performance. You can't be better than 3-0 to start the season. This team is a force to be reckoned with.
Well, we're continuing to see great things from this team. What we're learning is they've got all the pieces to make a run, but they've got to stay focused. They got to avoid the injury bug and continue to execute every week. And if they do that, we've got a real contender here.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Man, stop playing the computer on rookie. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Started on Heisman always.
The Hokies will put toe to leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. He's on the loose. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. Snap from the gun on third down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. The Hokies offense headed onto the field.
Man, stop playing the computer on rookie. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Started on Heisman always.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, the ground game. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Ball is free. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
If you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Off-play action on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great.
And he feels the heat coming in. It bursts. Up another sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, they need a big completion. Hit as he throws. It's complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Now remember, they were stopped on fourth down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First and 10. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
Fourth and long. I mean, what just fourth and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? Fourth down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
They're dealing with a second and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. Now rolling to the left. Using the quick game. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on first and 10. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Defense has it. They're on the move. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. I'll bet they'd sign up to start every drive first and goal from the 7. They'll run it on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run.
It's a running room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third down, going up top. He caught it! Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Looking for room at the 30. Nifty little scamper on this. For the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 28 over FIU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Grabs it inside the 15. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback may change this route. Toss to the outside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and are trying to stay on the field.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Try to barge their way in. And he steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, out of space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
So now it's 2nd and long. Direct snap. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense in a bunch formation. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
It falls incomplete, and man, was that close to a complete disaster. Might want to file that one away for a while. And after that, best thing you can do, punt it away. Here comes the special teams. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Right on the money. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Oh, they block it. He's got the ball. That one's live. All by himself down the middle. Running inside the 20. All the way in for the touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The give to the back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. With the catch, it's short. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take a big shot.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This time it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So,
and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting set for the point after. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 21 to Wake Forest. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hey, get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Hauls it in. And he's in for the touchdown. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass. Grab near the marker is Cobb. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Flips it out to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense lining up quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Here comes the offense on second down. Unloads quickly. Turning it on. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the draw. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 25. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Let's see what they do on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the offense will get it back, and they'll also get the win. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way
Man
back
stopped playing the computer on Ricky. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Started on Heisman always.
Boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. stadium buzzing. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tar Heels offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
The Tar Heels get enough for the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you don't. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. It's a seam wide open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67
Man stopped playing the computer on Ricky. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Started on Heisman always.
Bringing it out. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Toss sweep to the right. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the 1st down and more. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath. Trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going with the counter play here. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Pocket breaking down. Working on the right. He's brought down the 1 to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but This is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job of recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The option look. Now the pitch. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for room. It's Lester. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got it on the right.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll heave it deep. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He takes it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense onto the field again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. They'll give it to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Off the play fake on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
Yeah, and you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the gun. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll send the tight end in motion. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up of 5 to the 23.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Now on the move. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Flips it out in the flat. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Swings it out to his running back. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Charles. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was simple.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Quick strike complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Now adjusting. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
To the ground with the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the 1st down. A few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Charles. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They're going to run it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. Got a lot of room to the right. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.